Hey everyone, in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to get these 3 very great weapons that you will need to have if you are a dexterity based build. These weapons will be all found in Limgrave, so you'll be able to get them very early on. However, one of these weapons, which I will talk about later, you are required to kill a boss to get it, but besides that, all of these weapons can be accessed very early on. If this helps you out, subscribing is greatly appreciated, and we'll get into the video. Before we start, I will note that you will most likely need your horse to get to some of these areas, and you get the horse mount very early on in the game. I believe you only need to rest at 3 of the Lost Graces to be able to talk to Melina and get your horse, but once you get your horse, you're going to want to go to this point on the map, and that's where you will find the Death-Touched Catacombs. This is where you're going to find your Uchigatana, and if you follow the route that is shown here, starting from the Grace, you're going to head down these stairs, make a left, and you're going to head down more stairs, and you're going to see a type of staircase and a drop. It's going to drop down off the ledge and make a left into the small corridor, walk through and make another left, and when you go through that door, on your right is going to be a corpse, and when you loot the corpse, you'll be getting the Uchigatana. The Uchigatana has a 15 dexterity and 11 strength requirement. However, if you don't meet the strength requirement but you meet the dexterity requirement, as long as you're 5 points below the strength requirement, if you two-hand, you'll get enough strength to use the weapon properly. If you are the samurai class and already started out with the Uchigatana, now you'll have 2 that you'll be able to dual wield, so this place is just as worth visiting as the other classes that don't start with the Uchigatana. This weapon works best with a fast playstyle because it has bleed buildup, which is a meter that appears on the opponent's screen, and if you hit them enough and that bleed bar gets to the max, it causes a big burst of damage and you take a big chunk out of their health. For that reason, I find this weapon to be very good and definitely a pickup if you are a dexterity build. The next weapon in this video is going to be the Scythe. This is where you're going to want to go on the map to get to it. It's at the bottom of a cliff, so if you see a cliff that's overhanging a sea, you're going to want to jump down, because I actually was lost for a while and I couldn't find the catacombs until I actually looked below the cliff. This particular catacomb is filled to the brim with traps and these small statue imps. These people will do a lot of damage if they get your bleed build up to the max, so be sure not to get hit by them a lot. But after you ride down the elevator, you're going to want to walk straight, make a left here and walk down, and you're going to want to make another right. Make another left. There's going to be another imp that's waiting for you, so just be sure to avoid him. And you're going to want to walk down these stairs. After these stairs, you're going to walk straight. Now, there's going to be a trap on the floor, so just be wary of that. I mean, I knew it was there, but you might get hit by it and it might kill you, so just avoid it. And you're going to want to walk up these stairs. There's going to be a big person. There's going to be a big type of enemy that will hurt you a lot, so be sure to avoid him and just run past him. But after you walk up these stairs, you're going to make a right and walk down this little corridor before making another left into this bigger type of room. And after you do that, you make another left. There's going to be a trap there, but on this floor, this corpse is going to have your Scythe. The Scythe is going to require 14 dexterity and 14 strength, and a C scaling in dexterity and an E scaling in strength. But like I previously mentioned, if you don't meet the strength requirement, you can always two-hand it and you will meet the strength requirement as long as you are around, I'd say about under 5 levels below the strength requirement, because when two-handing, you get a 50% boost to your strength stat. I highly recommend to pick up this weapon, especially if you are a dexterity build. It has a long reach and 55 bleed buildup, so this weapon will make people bleed out fast if you're aggressive, and overall it has great damage, it can be buffed. Very good weapon in my opinion, and one you should definitely pick up. Saving the best for last, but also one that requires you to kill a boss, is the Bloodhound sword. Now, the Bloodhound sword is going to actually be close to spawn. You can run here the moment you get out if you can kill the boss. Hey, I mean, if you're like a true Dark Souls Chad and you can kill this guy at your starting level build, by all means go ahead. But he's actually not that hard because I killed him at level 20. But if you follow this path on screen, eventually we're going to get to the Forlorn Evergale. And here is where you're going to spawn in the boss and fight him in this type of alternate reality type of dimension. He is very aggressive, very fast, he gives you bleed, and he's very strong. They will have a statue of Marika there you can respawn at if you die, so no need to worry. when you do kill him, you will get his sword. I'll post my fight with him at the end of the video if you're interested in seeing that. The sword, honestly, this is one of the coolest, best weapons I've ever used in a Dark Souls game. Because for one, I liked curved greatsword builds, and two, the weapon art, one, it does so much damage, and two, the follow-up on the R2 is just completely ridiculous. Honestly, some of the coolest Dark Souls anime type of stuff I've seen in a while since freaking Gale's greatsword. But this weapon, highly, highly, highly recommend if you can grab it. It will require 18 strength and 17 dexterity, so it is a bit pricey on the strength side. If you actually two-hand it at 12 strength, you will be able to use it because of that 50% strength increase I was talking about earlier. Very early on, if you get this, you will be very happy. It will mow down enemies. Highly recommend this weapon. Easily my favorite weapon I've found in the game so far, and favorite weapon I've put on this tier list. And that will be the must-have weapons if you are a dexterity build starting out. These weapons will help you and hopefully give you a better fighting chance other than the S-stock and the scimitars that you start out with. I appreciate you guys watching the video so much. If this helped you out, subscribing is greatly appreciated, and liking the video. I'll be making a lot more videos on Elden Ring. In the background, I'll be having my boss fight with the Bloodhound Knight. So just sit back, enjoy, take care. Thanks for watching. Peace, love, and light.
He's actually about to die. Oh, so he died. Wow. I was actually expecting him to be a lot harder, I'm not gonna lie. Bloodhound's Fang, yep.